Hey everyone, I'm here to talk about Dragon Con. My first video to say, give some helpful tips on attending Dragon Con. If this is your first time going to Dragon Con, or it's maybe you've attended but you've only done one day, if you don't know what Dragon Con is, this and you need some help or whatever, that's what these are for. So I will start off with explaining what Dragon Con is. It is not like any other convention of its kind. None, as far as I know, there are no other conventions similar to how this one is. Or I should say, similar to how it is hosted. There are, yes, tons of conventions that have similar things. They have celebrities there. They have comic creators there. They have artists. They have authors. They have movie people. Yes, they do the panels. They have vendor halls. There's photo shoots. That's all the same like all other conventions. The difference between, say, going to San Diego Comic Con or New York Comic Con or WonderCon or MegaCon or any of these Fan Expo, even Heroes Con, all these conventions that all the others are held at convention centers. And these convention centers, they open at a certain time, they close at a certain time. And once they close, they're like, get out, we're done with you. Don't care where you go, you can't be here. Dragon Con, kind of the same, but it's not. Yes, they have a closing time, like the Walk of Fame will close at a certain time each day, and it'll open at a certain time, and in that time frame, there will not be, when it opens, the celebrities come. When they close, the celebrities leave. Vendor Hall, same thing. The comic alley, artist alley, all of that, they will have a set time. They will open, they will close. And once that happens, you technically can't go into it anymore. But the convention is not over. It still is going on in the 5 hotels that it's hosted in. The vendor hall, the Walk of Fame with the celebrities, the panels, the artist alley, the comics, all of that are held in the hotels. So even though that closes, the convention continues on. There are still panels happening. There are events going on. There are photo sessions, photo meetups. There's meetup groups. There's the swag and seek. There's the games. There's video games. There's the gaming room. The gaming room, it's 24 hours. So, and that's the thing. The convention, it's 24 hours. It starts at Thursday and ends on Monday at 5 o'clock. And between that Thursday and Monday, it's 24 hours. You will find things to do. There are rooms that host movies, that play movies that whole time. So no matter what time of the day it is, if it's Friday morning at 3 a.m. and you're like, man, I've been going and I feel like watching a movie. Or if it's Friday at 3 p.m. and it's like, man, it's hot, I just need a place to sit and just relax for, maybe 30 minutes. You could go to a movie room or you could go to a panel. But yeah, I'm just saying that there's other things to do even after the convention technically closes. And there's concerts and raves and so much. I can't get into everything. But I want to talk about your first day. You're going there. It's your first day there. You're staying all the days, Thursday through Monday. The first thing you need is your membership. It's a membership badge. I know it's confusing, and at first it was a little confusing to me because I had been used to, tickets or just your entry badge. Most places don't call it membership because membership means it's a continuing thing. This membership is one and done. You get you pay for that 1 year, and that's it. But it is the membership ticket, the membership badge is what you're getting. So you'll want the if you're going to all 5 days, you'll get the 5 day pass, and at this point, it's probably at the most expensive. The best thing to do, let's say, if this is your first year and you love it, and you handle it well, because there's a lot of people, maybe some people's anxiety will get to them. You do well, you love it, and you're like, yes, next year, going to it. Well, when you pick up your badge, and between the time that you pick it up and I think a couple weeks afterwards or whatnot, the badge price will be the lowest that you could get it. So go ahead and buy your badge then and save some money instead of waiting. And then after that, it changes. Like I think every 3 or 4 months or so, it'll go from one price, then it'll go up, and another 3 or 4 months it'll raise. But you need your badge. This gets you into all the things that are Dragon Con related. You can technically, for a few hours in the day during the daytime, go to the lobbies and just hang out in the lobbies and people watch. You can't do any of that stuff. You can't go in the Walk of Fame and panels, none of that. You could do photo shoots, that's for sure. You can meet people up, because that photo shoots happen, outside and in the lobby area and things like that. As long as it's not related officially to Dragon Con, you wouldn't need a badge. But you should get a badge. So when you pick up your badge, the badge is at the Grand let's see, I forget. It used to be the Sheraton, no longer the Sheraton. It is the Cortland Grand, formerly known as the Sheraton. So you pick that up. That hotel is a block away from where the Hilton is. So if you imagine a straight block like this, it's Hilton, Marriott, and then the Hyatt, and here's the Hilton. If you go a block that way to your left, you'll get to the Sheraton. Well, I'm sorry, the Grand Cortland. I've been going so many years, it's always been the Sheraton. To me, my brain thinks Sheraton. There's a lot to think that. When you go, you'll see it. You'll see the line. Even on Thursday, you'll see the line. That's the first day you can pick up your badges, and the line will be long. So try to get there early. If you're able to get there, it's maybe about a half hour to an hour before it technically opens. There will be a line, but at least you'll be able to get towards the front. If you're going a couple hours after it opens, the line will be wrapped around the block. And it's not, here's what people don't know the first time going in. The line outside gets you in the building, but once you're in the building, you still have to snake your way down hallways until you get to the ballroom that have the booths where they will get you for your badge, your membership badge. But in that, it's a grid. It's back and forth, and it will be filled with people, especially Friday and Saturday. It's the worst day to do it. If you plan on going Saturday, and that's the only day you're going, and you go to pick up your badge, I would advise you get there probably 2 hours at the least before the official open of the hotel, so you could try to get in there, because it might take you 2 hours to just get through the line to get to the badge, or more. When you're there, if you've pre-ordered your badge, you should get an email. You might get like a little book in the mail, maybe a little postcard. I don't think they send the postcards anymore, but you'll get something that will verify you that you got the badge. Print that out and have your driver's license ready. And then after you go through all the lines and you snake through all the lines and you get to the front, you finally get to the booth, Yeah, they'll want that. They'll want your confirmation that's that, and then your ID to prove that it's you. And yes, if you have a friend that you're nice enough that you go, yes, I will pick up your badge. Yes, you could technically pick up somebody else's badge for them, but you got to have a written note. It's like a doctor's note, but it's a Dragon Con permission note saying, I so and so give permission to so and so to pick up my badge, and here's my information. There's the printout, and you could get your friend's badge, and they don't have to stand in line. So that's nice of you if you do that. Once you go through the line and you have your badge, make sure you always have this on you, no matter where you go. I don't care if you go, hey, I'm only really going to do the main convention stuff, and then once the convention closes, I'll go get something to eat, and then I'm going to go back to my room, and I'm going to stay in the room until, the next morning. At a certain time, the hotel will require you to either have a key card to show that you're in that hotel. So let's say if you are in Hilton, you need your key card for it. But if you're coming through from the Marriott, they might not let you through the Marriott because you have the Hilton key. So you need your badge. You'll have it on. You wear it at all times, and you show them and be like, there's my badge. And you could get into the lobbies, no hassle, no problem. If you're wondering what all the ribbons are, if you see somebody with the ribbon, and they come up and they're like, hey, would you like a ribbon? Yeah, go ahead, take a ribbon. They're free from to the ones that they're giving, the people giving them to you. You just can't walk up to a vendor booth and take a ribbon. Those are not free. But this is a whole thing. It's a lot of fun. There are people with, this one is a very short one. I got a longer one. And I got one that's got like 2 or 3 on it, and there's some people that get so many ribbons that they are a floor or 2 above the lobby, and letting it they unroll it and it goes down all the way 3 floors or more. People have made costumes with these ribbons. It's a lot of fun, and you just stick them on there. Most of the time, you get a lot that you will want, but, and then you could try to do a little story with them if you can, if you know how to, when you place them down on there. It's a lot of fun getting the ribbons. That's a separate thing, though. But once you do have your badge and you're leaving, do not forget to pick up your books. You want these 2 books. The 2 books will tell you 2 different things. The quick start guide is always important. This right here, this format was incorporated not too many years ago. It used to be a paper one, which I loved having that paper one. I still wish that they would kind of do that, but this one is a lot easier to read. It has everything you need to know about what's going on, what time. If it's Dragon Con related, there's a panel. They give you a guide of what all the colors means. There are maps in here, which, yes, you will need these maps. These maps of the hotels are invaluable. You've got to have them. And yes, carrying this around is a little cumbersome. So download the Dragon Con app, and it'll have the maps on there. It'll have all this stuff. But this is really good to have for your first day, and for keep it as a souvenir, as I do. But it's also keep it in your room. You don't have to carry it around, but at the start of your day, if you're like me. And my friends, there's multiple of us in the room, and only one person at a time in the bathroom while they're getting ready. Good time to open up the book and be like, hey, today's Friday. what's going on Friday, what do I want to see, where is it at, what is it, and then they have the guest in the back telling you what to look for, and times and all that. So this guide, it's so important. It tells you everything. It gives you the times of the hotels, where they're at, the hours, the vendors, the maps, everything. That's very good to have. The second book to pick up is the guest book. This one is, well, it's the program book, but I call it the guest book because in it will show you all the guests and tell you who they are. So the ones that have the photos, of course, are the larger name guests, the big name people. And I'm sorry if you're not one of the pictured ones, but everybody does have a listing. If you're a guest, you'll get a listing. You get they have little descriptions, let's say Erin Gray. Erin Gray is best known for her roles as Kate Summers in the comedy Silver Spoons, Colonel Wilma Deering in the science fiction television series Buck Rogers in the 25th Century, and Rose in Six Pack and Kenny Rogers and Friday the 13th, Jason Goes to Hell. So, it gives you a little description of who everybody are. This doesn't tell you like where they're at, like if they're in the Walk of Fame and where their booth is. But typically, if most of them, if they're got a photo, they're in the Walk of Fame. If they're an author, let's say it's like Jim Butcher, authors sometimes have separate areas that they will do things in, and that's where this guide will help you out. The one with all the information tells you where you need to go. But not only these, but every day during DragonCon, there will be booths set up in the hotels. You'll see them. They're just little booths. They look like the old lemonade stands, but they'll have two people typically sitting at them. If you have any questions, you go to them, you ask them. But at the booths every single day, there will be a stack of pages of the update for that day. There might have been, somebody, maybe go back to Erin Gray, maybe she was going to show up and she planned on showing up, and then suddenly on Friday she had to cancel. Well, Saturday you'll go to the booth, get your paper, you'll see it'll say cancellations, updates. They'll have stories, and I mean it's a one page, basically newspaper update thing for you of the comings and goings and ups and downs and news and all that for DragonCon. They're very good to have, and they're very informative, and it's like I said, it's one page. Get it, fold it up, put it in your pocket. It's good to have, just if that moment that you're sitting and waiting in line and you're just doing nothing, get the page out, read it, find out what's happening today. So that's it for today on this video. That's just wanted to talk about picking up your badge. Be aware that there will be a line. Wear very comfortable shoes. Maybe if you can, get a cooling towel, a cooling rag, something, little fan, neck fan, something that you could have that keep you cool. Take a bottle of water. There will be people out on the street selling bottles of water and soda and whatnot for like $2 or whatnot. But if you prepare, there's a list of things I've made that you can prepare for and what you need to get. Water is one of them. Just go to Walmart or wherever you go to shopping and get a 24 pack of water for cheap, and take that water with you. Comfortable shoes, your ID for your badge, your printout if they have it. If you haven't bought your badge yet and you're going to buy your badge, you'll still get in the same line. But once you get into the room, you'll see it'll separate. There'll be like pre-ordered badges go in this direction, day of badges in this direction, and then you'll just need your driver's license. And try to stay cool. Stay cool and stay hydrated. That's what you need to remember. And other than that, have fun, because we are now only 17 days and 20 hours and 48 minutes away. So exciting. So I will have another video that I will post, and that I will talk about other things like some of the items that you need to bring, like the Walk of Fame, what to do to prepare for that, things like that. I will try to have as many helpful hints that I can to help you in your fun and an experience at Dragon Con. So until then, everybody have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.